They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here for game 2. You've got Lily in the circle here for Jones, and
timeout as the umpire is closing the gate to the ICC bullpen, and then someone's also closing the outfield gate as well. So securing everything up before they get started.
Well, good. So that will slow us down a little bit. Boy, if you're just now joining us, you missed an instant classic between ICC and Jones in game 1. Indians were able to pick up a 6-5 win in the first game of the day, but Jones didn't go quietly as they made it interesting there late. So now for the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch, and it is in there for a strike. It comes your way at 3:39. That's a 3:39 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in game 2. This is Anderson, the left fielder at the plate here. Ground ball, that's going to go foul, so that'll be 0-2 count now to Anderson.
Anderson went 1 for 4 in the first game. She had a single, a pair of ground outs, and struck out looking.
We'll take a look at some stats on Ella Lilly here in a moment, as we'll give you the starting lineups for both squads in the exchange of the innings. 0-2 is the count. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-2 now is the count.
ICC's pitcher in game 2 is Ella Lilly, number 12. She comes in today with a 4.0 ERA, 4 wins and 2 losses in 9 appearances.
She's getting set to deliver the 1-2 pitch here to Anderson, who's leading things off here. Pops this one up, and it's a great grab over there at short by Duhan.
No, that is not Duhan.
Oh, excuse me.
Porter has shifted from catcher to shortstop here, and so she makes that stabbing effort.
Well, nice job there by Porter to rob Anderson of the base hit. And a solid start there on a nice defensive play by the Indians. This will now bring up Jones to the plate. Jones, this is that pitch low for a ball.
Jones was dangerous, as we knew coming into today. In game 1, she was 2 for 4 with a home run and a pair of RBIs.
Looks at that pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. There's 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the first inning. ICC wins the first game 6-5. Jones trying to bounce back and earn a split here. And Fulton, as that pitch hops across, 2-1 now is the count. Got a message from Coach Andy Kirk, and it's amazing to think how these two programs have just battled over the years. And I think there's only 1 year when Andy Kirk was here that he actually got swept, as there's going to be a line drive. It's going to be over the head of the right fielder. This is going to go for extra bases, as that will be a double by Jones.
She continues her hot streak, as she's had throughout the year before coming into today, and continuing that this afternoon at Fulton.
Yeah, that was just a line drive down the line there. Good job by Green to quickly get out there and get that one in. If not, if it bounces away for him, that could have been a triple. So a double, and this will bring Sawyer to the plate. Another one of those big bats in this lineup for the Bobcats. Looks at that pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
Cliff was able to limit her the first 3 at-bats of game 1, but then she got that big 2-run home run in the 7th to draw Jones within 1.
That pitch up high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Update from earlier, we saw the home plate umpire got hit by a pitch, or by a foul ball, I should say. He had to check out, but he is back here. He is going to be the umpire down the third baseline right now here in game 2. That pitch just missing outside. Might bring a few of the Boo Birds out there for the ICC faithful if they're paying attention. So 2-1 now is the count here to Sawyer. That pitch in there for a strike. Nice job by Lily to come back and even up the count now at 2-2. Ella went on the road and picked up the Game 1 win at Gulf Coast as ICC opened conference play with an 11-3 win in extra innings. Dropped Game 2 by the final score of 3-2. That pitch off the netting, and we'll sit at 2-2. Mizell is on deck for the Bobcats. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Jones is up 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th in baseball down in Ellisville. Change up, hangs up. 3-2 now is the count. Good crowd still sticking around here for Game 2.
A lot of folks came up to support Jones as well. Glad to have them in town.
That's going to be a liner, and it's going to be off the glove of the shortstop, and that will go for a base hit. That was one that's kind of slicing away from the shortstop. And
she had to work around the runner as well, because the runner, in a sense, shielded the ball. If there's no runner there, a shortstop possibly can make a more decisive move to try to knock that down.
So a base hit there, back-to-back hits now, and this will bring Mizell to the plate. She was red hot in the first game of the day. It was a tough out, and she's hoping to carry that over here in Game 2.
She got a single, a double, and a home run.
So runners on the corners here for the Bobcats. That one's hit hard. It's going to get through, and that's going to score a run. The Bobcats, they wanted to answer early after that first game, and they do so with a RBI single off the bat of Mizell. So that will score Jones, who doubled. And now with one out in the inning, there is runners on first and second. And this will bring Shorter to the dish. She is the DP here in Game 2. Caught Game 1.
She was 1 for 3 at the plate in the first game. Got a double.
Looks at that first pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Here to Shorter. Steverson is on deck. She's catching here in Game 2. Again, we'll give you the complete lineups in the exchange of innings. As that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Jones has struck early here. That one hit hard but pulled foul. And now the count will go 1-2.
Yeah, she came around hard on that one, but just pulled it into the dugout area for Jones.
Wind continued to blow today, as we talked about. It'll be a factor in the ball game. We saw it play a role, and also played the role we didn't expect for it to see, as this one's going to be fouled back off the netting. We'll sit at 1-2. We thought coming in today that it was going to take a big-time shot to get one out of the ballpark going to left field. We saw 2 home runs go that way, as both of them were just line drive wind cheaters that got out of the ballpark. And then we had, 3 of them head out towards right field?
3 out in right field.
As this one popped up, and that one's going to get out of play, and so we'll sit at 1-2 once again.
We also had a number of plays much like this one we just saw where, on a normal day here, first baseman or a right fielder would have been able to catch a foul ball, but they just drifted away with that wind that shifted from straight in from left to go, as it is now, a little more left to right.
Yeah, it's been shifting today. It's mainly blown into home plate for the most part, but it has blown from foul pole to foul pole. This one hit hard, line drive, center fielder came in, then goes back and makes the play. They're going to tag up the runner, and she will advance without an issue.
Fly out to center for the second out of the inning. She's going to bring up Steverson. Did not bat in Game 1. She's catching in this game.
She'll dig in with runners on the corners and 2 outs. ICC looking for the exit. See if they can get out of here with minimum damage done here in the top of the first. Ella Lilly will get the signal and set to pitch. That one missing outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Steverson, as we said. Did not bat in the first game of the day. Didn't see any action as well. So getting her first action of the afternoon. That pitch missing, high and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
Steverson comes into the day batting .310 on the year. She's got 13 hits, 8 runs scored, a pair of doubles and a pair of home runs, 6 RBI for the Bobcats.
This one fouled back. 2-1 now is the count. Well, as we talked about, absolute beautiful day at the ballpark. Not going to stay that way, unfortunately. We wish everyone safety over the next 24 to 30 hours throughout the state, as there's some bad weather, so be weather conscious throughout the evening. As that pitch missing low, 3-1 now is the count. Runners on the corners. There is 2 outs here. 3-1 is the count. 3-1 pitch coming and loses her. Now bases will be loaded. Bases full of Bobcats. And when you get ready to load your plate, you want to start the evening out at Sam's Town Market in Manatachee. Sam Ferris and all the fine folks out there ready to serve you. They've got specialized cuts of meats, great specialized items as well. I like to go get the country pleasing sausage. Whenever I make some red beans and rice, get some of that jalapeno and cheese sausage, put that in there. Great stuff out there at Sam's Town Market. They're located right there in the heart of Manatachee. Go by and see Sam and crew today.
Those little stuffed peppers that they make
yeah,
are so good as well.
This is Baumgardner, and she hits one and right through the legs of the third baseman. 1 run will score. They're going to hold a second. And I wanted to go errors. That one right through the wickets there.
Yeah,
of course, our stat's always unofficial, but it does score a run.
It advances all the other runners around. So that's Sawyer coming in to score.
Bases will stay loaded here for the Bobcats. That was Baumgardner, by the way, who was at the plate. And now this is Little. Indians looking for the exit. Bobcats going to try to get the merry-go-round and spinning here. As that pitch across for a strike here to Little.
Little, the center fielder for Jones, went 1 for 3 in the first game. She got a single and later scored a run in that 7th inning for Jones.
There's a grounder up the middle, and it's going to sneak through. 1 run will score. And they're going to hold the runner over at third, and so Jones getting the start they're looking for here.
Got the carousel turning.
That was Little with a single up the middle. Didn't want to test the arms of Nichols, so they held the runner at third. And we'll have a break in the action here. Timeout. Coach Owens heading out to the circle. We'll be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
No change made there with the meeting in the circle, just trying to get everyone refocused and find that final out here. As Jones has played it 3 quickly here in the top of the first inning. This will be the number 9 batter coming to the plate, Dampier.
She is the shortstop for Jones. Went 0 for 3 with a pair of flyouts and a line out.
That pitch in there for a strike. So, they got 0-2 is the count on the board. Should be 0-1. That one missing low.
Should run it to 1-1.
See if the home plate umpire, see if she'll give the signal. She does not, but I do think it is a 1-1 count. 2 outs, bases loaded. hit up the middle, and the hits just keep coming here for the Bobcats. 1 run will score, and they'll add another. And quickly, the Bobcats out to a 5-0 lead. Smart play by Nichols not to throw that one home. Try to see if she can keep the runner at second, and she does, and it's now 5-0 Jones. 2-run single. So now there'll be runners at first and second here, still with 2 outs in the inning. Back to the top of the lineup here with Anderson. Anderson slap hit back to the pitcher. Gloves throws over in time for the out, but not before the damage was done. 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We'll keep it here. Take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with our friends from Jones.
All right, playing left field and batting leadoff for Jones in game 2 is Claire Anderson. She's followed by McKinley Jones in right field. Then Jalen Sawyer, the first baseman. Batting 4th was Emily Mizell, the third baseman, followed by the DP in this game, Addie Shorter. Batting 6th, Kaylee Steverson, the catcher. Batting 7th, Michaela Baumgartner, the second baseman. Batting 8th, Laney Little, the center fielder, followed by Dampier, the shortstop. And the pitcher in this game in the flex position is number 11. That is Breland Kane.
That is your starting lineup here in game 2 for the Bobcats. Now let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your ICC Indians here in game 2. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Owens hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here in game 2.
Leading off for the Indians is going to be Maddie Porter playing shortstop in this game. She'll be followed by Lakeland Nichols, the center fielder, and then A.B. Marlar, the DP. Batting 4th will be Taylor Shands at third base, followed by Ela Duhan at second base in this game. Batting 6th and catching in game 2 is Goodman. Stegall, the first baseman, batting 7th. Green in right field for game 2, batting 8th. And Graham in left field, batting 9th. Lilly, the pitcher, in the flex position.
That is your Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads this afternoon here in game 2. Well, Jones, a solid start. They put 5 on the board. Wanted to get a quick start here in game 2 after dropping a 6-5 decision in game 1. Well, that's what they just did, and it's where ICC got to get it going here. Porter's going to try to start things off here in the bottom of the first. And having to reset my scoreboard. There we go.
Porter was 0 for 3 in game 1, but she did get a walk. Later advanced to second, but was stranded there.
Takes that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Second pitch high, 2-0 now is the count here. And so Porter quickly ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. She's leading us off here in the bottom of the first. Kane working with a 5-run lead. Let's take a look at her stats after this pitch. And that one missing, 3-0.
Kane is a freshman from West Lauderdale High School. Comes into today's matchup with a 5.24 ERA, 6 wins and 3 losses and 11 appearances. She has pitched 55 innings, given up 56 hits, 35 runs, 32 of which are earned, walked 22 and struck out 55.
And taking the whole way that time, but called a strike as Porter thought that was ball 4. She started to head down that way. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on here. Waiting the pitch here from Kane. And that one in for a strike. Nice job by Kane after falling behind 3-0. Come back in and force the count to go full.
Yeah, finds that inside corner. Establishes where the umpire likes that.
So 3-2 now is the count. Porter's going to have to guard the dish. Pitch on its way. Ripped, and it's going to go for a base hit. Nicely done there by Porter.
Yeah, does a good job just picking that one up, lifting it out there to left field.
And now this will be Lakeland Nichols coming to the plate. She's playing in center field like she does pretty much every game for the Indians. So a runner on first, no outs. Nichols coming to the dish here. ICC trailing at 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Shows bunt, ball gets away, and the runner will advance. As the ball actually came back and bounced off the home plate umpire, she's going to be checked out by both coaches and the catcher. She says she's good. Ball one. Or do they call that a strike? Actually, like got her on the
pretty
shoulder.
high to be a strike.
The scoreboard shows a strike. We're going to wait and see. It's been off the last few times. Bunt's laid down. It's going to go foul. Count should go 1-1 now.
If it was a strike, it was because she offered at it before it came
yeah.
off the catcher's glove, because she was attempting to bunt. So
Now we'll see if the umpire will show here.
she's got it at 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 is the count. That's what I was thinking. I didn't think she attempted at it. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. Runner now at second. Grounder. Shortstop gets it, throws over, digs it up out of the dirt. And Porter will be able to advance on the ground out.
Up to bat, number 19, A.B. Marler.
So now Marler will come to the dish with 1 out. Runner at third. Nice job there by Porter to stay patient, act like she was going back, and then released on the throw. So now Marler will come to the dish. She's the DP batting in the 3 spot.
She had a great time at the plate in game 1, went 3 for 4. The pair of singles and a home run.
This is that first pitch inside for a strike.
1 RBI and 3 runs scored on the day. So looking to continue that here in game 2.
And she roped a home run. She made solid contact on everything she hit. She hits it hard when she does. 0-1 is the count. Change up that falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now goes the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at third. ICC trying to scratch across a run here, trailing 5-0 here in game 2. This one hit. Third baseman will get it and will throw over in time, but it will score the run.
Yeah, with the speed that Porter has, there's no really chance of even trying to go home and catch her.
So the Indians do get a run back here. So I was trying to switch my switcher, but swung and missed on the spot to hit the button. But now there's 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to be Shands at the plate. She had a big game as well in the first game. She had a 3-run home run followed by a 2-run shot. As that pitch finds the outer edge for a strike. 0-1 now is the count here to Shands. So 0-1 is the count. 2 outs and nobody on right now. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball.
Good effort by Steverson there, trying to frame that up and help her pitcher.
So waiting the 1-1 offering here from Kane. Is that pitch missing? 2-1 now is the count.
As we said, Shan's seen the ball very well today. So kind of able to be selective there and not chase anything, find that pitch that she wants to get a hold of and drive.
2-1 pitch, drifts high, 3-1 now. The pitch here to Shands. With the power of Shands and the fact the wind's kind of died down at the moment, you don't necessarily want to give her the red light here. You want to tell her just find something you can hit, but don't chase anything here. So waiting the 3-1 pitch coming up here from Kane. And that one in there for a strike. Nice job coming back to find that outside corner for the strike. 2-1 now, or excuse me, 3-2 now is the count. I'll get it right eventually.
Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first here, ICC down 5-1 to the visiting Jones Bobcats.
And that will be a walk. Nice at bat there by Shands. Glad you mentioned that run scored, Michael. I forgot to put that on the scoreboard. And so now this will be Duhan coming to the plate. I'm still having, you were talking about, having to regather after an exciting win. I've got to gather myself and get refocused here.
I'm sure you'll be back in there in no time. Just going to bring Duhan to the plate. Playing second base in game 2.
Takes that first pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1 is the count. 2 outs and a runner at first after Shands drew the walk.
Duhan was 1 for 3 in the first game of the afternoon where she got a single. Eventually advanced to third where she was left stranded.
Wind starting to pick up now, blowing into the ballpark. That one hit hard, but what a play by Kane. My goodness. Let's go back and look at that one. That's just a scary moment there, but a great job guarding her position as that one hit right back at her. She grabs it for the final out of the inning. But the Indians who get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 1. ICC trails it 5-1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread? Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah!
They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
To bat number 34, McKinley Jones.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. As Jones leads it 5-1, they sent 10 to the plate in the first and pushed across 5 runs. McKinley Jones at the plate. She doubled and scored in that first inning. And so she will start us off here. Jones, Sawyer, and Mazzell. They got the merry-go-round of spinning for Jones there in the first, looking to do the same thing here in the second. We've got a final we'll tell you about in baseball as that first pitch high for ball 1. Jones was able to come back and pick up a 4-3 win in game 1 over the Indians in baseball. That's going on down in Ellisville, so a big-time rally there for the number 4 team in the country. Pitch falls off and again hits the home plate umpire. That one bounced up and caught her right in the face mask. And so that's the second time that she's been hit. Has the home plate umpire, so tough day behind the plate for the crew in blue.
Yeah, for the entire crew.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. In game 1, we saw a foul ball go back and hit the home plate umpire and caught him in the throat that he had to leave the game, but luckily to see him back here in game 2. So 3-0 is the count here to Jones. It's that one right down Broadway. Jones taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. We talked about Jones, Sawyer, and Mizell. Excuse me. Due up. That one ripped, and it gets past a diving first baseman, and that's going to go for extra bases. Rolls around in the corner, now going to try to go for 3, and she will get it. And that'll be a triple off the bat of Jones. Not a lot that Green could have done about that, Michael, as the ball.
No, it took her a while to chase it down. It got into the corner, it bounced off and careened toward from the foul fence over to the outfield fence. And so by the time she got up, and we have seen all day long with these Jones runners,
they're aggressive.
They are coached to pay attention and just keep going. So.
And almost for a hockey reference, when you see the puck kind of skid around the backside of the net, it hit when it got to the fence, it kind of hit and just ran away from Green. almost as if it's playing a game of tag. So now with the runner at third, this is going to be Sawyer at the dish. Sawyer hits that one. It's going to get through for a single, and that's going to score another run for Jones.
Thanks.
So 6-1 now. Bobcats with the lead. RBI single there for Sawyer after the leadoff triple by Jones. Now, of course, when we say Jones, that's Jones who's playing for Jones, Michaela Jones.
Jones squared.
Yes.
Speaking of funny names, do you know that today is Pie Day?
Oh, it's 3/14.
3/14?
Did not know that.
So if you're not dodging tornadoes this evening, maybe you can get a slice of your favorite apple pie, cherry pie.
I want to say this. My mom, I went to see her.
Chocolate pie.
I went to see her Tuesday, and she sent home just a couple of slices. I was like, Mom, I just want a slice or two. And I'm really glad I told her that because it's probably one of the best apple pies she has made. To the point, if she would have sent the whole thing home with me, it'd been gone right now. But back to softball here. 6-1 is the score. This is not the Food Network. As that pitch in there for a strike, as this is Mizell to play. She had an RBI single and scored in the first. Michael, if you had to pick a pie for Pie Day, what would be your choice?
It's going to be a real tough call.
That one deflected by Lily and got her.
Nice job by Porter there to clean that up after it bounced around off of Lily and just beat out the runner advancing to second.
It's one of those I don't think the runner was really expecting to be able to make a play on that. She kind of decelerated as she got to the bag, and ICC was able to get the out, so that turns into a fielder's choice, 1-6-4 on the putout. And so this will be shorter at the dish. But yeah, go ahead. Your pie for Pie Day. This one lifted to left field. Give you a little bit more time to think about it as it's reeled in for out number 2.
Well, I'm a little disappointed that you didn't bring the entire apple pie because that's one of my two choices. A nice warm apple pie. It's just delicious, special little cinnamon on top.
That's how she did it.
And then a key lime pie. They're very different, but those are my two right there.
I'm with you on that. I'm a key lime pie guy myself. I know some people aren't a big fan of it, but I do like a key lime pie. But for me, at the end of the day, and this is probably going to go against some people's standards, is the good old Mrs. Edwards pecan pie.
That is one of my non-Southern things. I don't care for pecan pie.
Well, good.
Pecan. There's more. I'll take the apple. You take the pecan. We'll split it down the middle.
Even better is that pitch missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. This is Steverson, who walked and scored a run. That was back in a 5-run first inning. Ball in the dirt. Runner's going to go. The throw is in time.
Great throw. Great tag by Porter.
And the Indians was able to get out of the inning there with minimum damage done. 6-1 as we'll head to the bottom of the second. We'll be back with more right after this.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready? Yeah!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. My nephew coming to see me. Elijah, what's up, man? He down at Southern Miss now, helping with the Southern Miss softball team. Hey, if you don't mind, close that door with the wind coming through as bad as it is. Thank you, sir. Elijah down there with manager up here with the softball team, now managing down at Southern Miss.
And been a friend of the ICC athletic program for a lot longer than that.
He has, ever since he would used to, and I'm going to embarrass him talking about this, he'd get his dad's starter jacket, roll it up, and sleep under his desk when he would come stay with us during the summer. So with the runner on first, or excuse me, no.
Oh, this is a
new top of the inning, yes.
Top of the bottom of the second inning.
I'm so excited to see Elijah. I just got thrown off.
So this is ICC's catcher Goodman at the plate. She did not play in game 1.
She had that great throw out to end the inning. So Steverson will be at bat when we come back for Jones. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Coming into today, Goodman is batting .357. She's got 10 hits, 7 runs scored, a double, and a home run, 6 RBI to help the Indians.
So she's dealing with a 1-1 count now here. Kane still in the circle for Jones. Grounder up the middle, shortstop. Gloves, throws over in plenty of time. 6-3 for the putout of Goodman. So with that, now they'll bring up Stegall with 1 out.
Up the bat, number 14,
Stegall, the first baseman, went 1 for 3 in the first game with a single. Also saw her make some key defensive plays in that first game to support Alyssa Clift on the mound.
Alyssa got the win in that exciting 6-5 win in game 1 for ICC. That pitch missing low for a ball. Well, Michael, I hate to say it, but the clouds starting to move in, and they're getting dark, and the wind's picking up here. So
yeah, you beat me by about 10 seconds of saying, if you can tell from the camera or not, but how dark it's looking back west of us, a little southwest of us here.
Yeah, it went wide. You can't really see it there very much at the top of your screen, but it's starting to creep into the area. Wind really starting to pick up. You can see it kind of blowing the dust around on the field as that one fouled back. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, a lot of these little dust devils blowing up on the infield that we didn't see in game 1. So it's not just the wind blowing in, it's that swirling motion that moving the dirt around.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Stegall. Looks at that pitch. It's on the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Again, we encourage everyone to go ahead and be making your game plan in case some bad weather does come your way. Just looking at the way things are shaping up, especially up in this area, you hate to reference back in 2011 the storm that moved through multiple areas, but very similar to some of the weather that came through that way as this pitch popped up back and out of play. So we do encourage you to go ahead, have your plans made, have your phones charged, your iPads charged, know where your safe places are.
Yeah, know your safe place. Make sure you have multiple ways to get alerts about the weather or anything that happens, because sometimes when one thing goes out, you need a backup. So it's always better to be prepared. In today's world, thankfully, we've known for 3 or 4 days this was coming.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ball gets away, but they will throw it down to complete the putout. 2-3 to retire Stegall. Now 2 outs in the inning. As soon as we talk about that, and then more clouds move in, the sun has faded away here in Fulton. And so 2 outs now. This is going to be Green coming to the plate here for ICC, and the wind continuing to pick up more here in the ballpark. Well, just to go ahead and show you, I am not just saying be prepared. Where I live, sometimes on a sunny day, if the sun's too bright, the power will go out. So I most definitely, and where I live, I don't have cell phone service. So I'm making plans to, and nobody's going to be surprised that this won't be the first time it's happened, sleep in the office tonight just in case the weather does get bad. And as I said, not the first time I've done that. It's that pitch missing low for a ball.
And one of the reasons Adam can do that, if you live here in the local area near Fulton and you need a safe place to go, anytime that a tornado watch is issued, the ICC tornado shelter, which is also our band hall, is opened up and is open to the entire community if you need a safe place to go.
So 2-0 is the count. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up with that one. Look, you talk about those dirt devils earlier. One of them blew up right there, not right before the pitch, but a few seconds before the pitch. That kind of caught Green and the catcher. So 2-1 now is the count. May even have to start thinking about turning some lights on at the ballpark.
It's amazing how fast that shifted.
And that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. And that's what makes you worry about weather like this, because, again, it can just pop up on you in a second. So make your plans to be safe tonight, especially you, Elijah. Don't be out acting a fool, running the streets late tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning there for the Indians. We played 2, Jones 6, ICC 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page. Welcome back now as we head to the top of the third inning. Jones up in this one 6-1 here in game 2. As that pitch finds the corner for a strike. This is still Ella Lilly in the circle. Good to see my nephew Elijah coming in saying hey for a few minutes. ICC softball alum, former manager, now managing down at Southern Miss. As that pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 is the count.
This is still Steverson at the plate. She was at the plate at the end of the second inning when Mizell was thrown out trying to steal second base. So Steverson gets a fresh set of swings.
All speed. She was waiting on it and delivers it out to the outfield for another hit for the Bobcats. Well, Michael, we talked about in our pregame, it was very important for Jones to bounce back with a quick answer after dropping that 6-5 decision in game 1. And they scored 5 in the first, 1 in the second, and now got a runner on here to start the third.
Yeah, clearly their coaching staff got them together and kept that focus, and then, you know, they probably helped that they were mounting that comeback in the 7th. They couldn't quite pull it off, but that probably helped their mental status.
That pitch high for a ball. Still a nice day at the ballpark. So we mentioned clouds are moved in. I think sent a text to Minga, and he has rode off. He's going to try to get the lights turned on here at the ballpark. As this one popped up, Green's going to give chase and just can't get to it. Again, that wind, we've talked about it. We've seen it multiple times today. Just a routine ball that normally floats out there. It just keeps sweeping it away from these runners trying to chase down these foul balls. And so that's given some opportunities for the batters to have some new life, and they've been able to cash in today.
Yeah, and that's not what ICC needs in this game, as almost every batter so far for Jones has found their way on base, and several have scored.
So 1-1 now is the count. All speed, and couldn't find that one. She was ahead of that one 1-2. Now is the count here on Baumgartner. She reached on an error, eventually came around to score part of that 5-run first inning for the Bobcats. And that one froze her for a second, but fell off the table a bit too soon. Evens the count up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. There is a runner at first here for Jones. This changeup fouled back. Nice job finding a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. We'll go 2-2 now here to Baumgartner. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And there's strike 3.
Nice movement on that one inside. Catches her, freezes her looking.
Didn't know the umpire was going to call it for a second. Had a little bit of delay on pulling the chain there. She does, and now there's 1 out. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. As this will bring Little to the plate. She singled and was left stranded back in that first inning. Runner on first with 1 out now. Little's pitch, high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Little. They've got 8 hits so far in the contest. To the Bobcats is that pitch missing high. 2-0 now is the count.
Work here, Toyle, work.
Oh, very quiet crowd here in game 2, and I think really and truly just how exciting and how just intense that first game was, and it's reflecting on myself as well, kind of took the energy out of this crowd.
Yeah, we talked about the players' ability to bounce back, and I can do the same to the crowd.
That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. That one's going to miss low and outside for a ball. 3-1 now. The count here to Little. Well, later tonight, women's basketball will take on Coahoma at 7:30 down at Pearl River. That will be for the semifinal round of the Region 23 tournament. Is that pitch missing high for ball 4. Now there'll be runners on first and second. If they win, they'll go play on Saturday. Now, here's the thing about Saturday. We originally planned to go down if they won. We're going to have to check the weather. I'm not going to, now if it's me, if it's just me traveling, no big deal. But I'm not going to put the rest of my crew in any type of issue of traveling in that weather. Now, if my mom's watching, I'm going to get a text message here in a minute. She's going to be like, as that pitch missing for a ball, but we will monitor the weather. If it is, we will broadcast it on the Red Channel. If not, our friends down at Pearl River will have that broadcast as well as we have a break in the action. Timeout. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back. No changes made there. Just Coach Owens wanting to bring in the infield, talk things over, and get everybody refocused here. 1 out. 1-0 is the count.
Runners on first and second for Jones.
This is Dampier at the plate. Jones, go ahead.
She singled and got 2 RBI off the single back in the first.
That pitch drops in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 6-1 is the score. We're in the top of the third here in game 2. ICC picked up the 6-5 win in the first game of the day. That pitch runs inside, and wow. We will most definitely take that one as a strike call, as there's a big-time break for the Indians. As that one not only looked to be inside, but also high. Michael, I'm going to, after this pitch, go to the wide camera real quick. That pitch missing outside. I don't know. You can see them running now behind the word softball over towards right field. I don't know who that is with that dog, but they have got so much exercise today running from foul pole to foul pole that I'm tired.
Yes, and there's been times when they've let the dog off the leash and just let it run. So the dog's had a great day at the ball field today.
This pitch driven deep but foul.
Look out.
And out of play. Thought for a second it might have carried far enough to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, I was looking at the guy in the tailgate of the pickup truck there and thought he might have to dodge it, but it cut a little bit left.
He is stretched out, enjoying the view over there. Almost like that Titanic lay down. That pitch missing for a ball. As the count now goes full 3-2 here to Dampier. Lights are on now here at the ballpark. Good job by Colin Minga. Getting those turned on for us. This one ripped but foul.
It's 2 in a row that Dampier is turned on and driven to the left. They both just went foul, but she's feeling like she's figured out how to time this up on Lily. We'll see what happens on the next pitch.
Will wind really gusting now as this pitch flared out to the right side and just off the end of the glove of Green, and that's going to score another run. Heck of an effort out there by Green to nearly.
Yeah, she got her glove down. It just pinned itself between the end of her glove and the grass in the outfield.
Go for an RBI single. If she makes that play, Jones is being so aggressive on the bases, probably is able to pop up and turn 2 there for the Indians.
Yeah, because Steverson was already moving, so I believe she would have caught her.
So now 7-1 is the score here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Shows bunt, lays it down. Lily with the only play over to first is in time. So that'll be a sacrifice bunt by Anderson. 1-3 on the put out. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by our friends over at the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. 2 away now, and here comes trouble. She has, over the course of both games, hit for the cycle. And she's got a home run, triple, double. And that pitch up high for a ball. She also singled, I think, a couple of times in game 1. Or did she have a single?
She had a home run or a double, so she still needs a single for the day. She's got a pair of doubles, a triple, a home run.
You would think that would be the most common one to get, as there's a big swing and a miss.
Well, when you look at her stats and what we knew about her coming in today, she's got a lot of power. So it's a lot of times those power hitters don't have a lot of singles. True. They get the doubles, they get the triples, they get the home runs.
So 1-1 now is the count. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count now here to Jones. Again, saw a lot of familiar faces come out to the ballpark today with Jones being a Vardaman girl. I know, of course, a lot of you probably hear that whenever Mark does your broadcast down there at Jones, because he's a Vardaman guy. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I joke with Mark, he's the shortest easily I know. And Mark is like maybe 7'5". And that is if he's not wearing shoes.
They grow them big down there, don't they?
They do. We're waiting the 2-2 pitch here to Jones. This one pulled foul, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Imagine he's got to call a baseball today. Jones picked up the 4-3 win in the first game of the day over the Indians. So ICC will be looking to rally and see if they can earn the split with the Bobcats, much like the Bobcats are trying to do here in game 2. ICC won a thriller 6-5 in the first game of the day. This one blistered, lifted, deep, but foul. Had plenty of distance, just couldn't keep it down the line as it drifts foul. And so we'll sit at 2-2 once again.
Yeah, that one clears the fence easily, rolls into the fencing that protects the water system here for this field.
So we'll move back to 2-2 now on the count with Jones. 2 for 2 here in game 2 with a double and a triple. She scored twice as well. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to get out of the inning with minimum damage done. The second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Lily. Let's take a break and hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
I'm about to dance in my pain.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the third inning. ICC trailing Jones 7-1 here in game 2. ICC won it 6-5 in the first game of the day. We talked about Jones needed to come out and have a hot start. They did that. They scored 5 in the first. ICC answered with 1 in the bottom half of the inning. Then Jones adding 1 run each in the second and the third. Now ICC trying to see if they can spark some bats here. As that pitch in there for a strike, as this is
Graham, the left fielder.
At the plate. What do you have Green doing in her last at bat? I didn't write that down.
She struck out.
Okay, thank you.
Swinging.
And so Graham will lead us off. 9-1-2 batters up. Bunts, fouls it off.
Graham was looking for her first hit of the day. She went 0 for 2 in game 1, and then had a pinch batter come in for her on her third plate appearance.
The scoreboard showing 1-1 is the count. Fouls it off, and that's go for strike 3. I thought it was an 0-2 count.
I think you're right.
That will be swinging strike 3. So the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Kane. 1 away now. Back to the top of the lineup. Porter coming to the plate. She's got the only hit so far for the Indians.
And she eventually came around and scored the lone run that ICC has in this second game. She was driven in by Marlar.
Porter stands in, takes that for strike 1. Clouds breaking up a little bit now here at the ballpark. May have a little bit of sunshine left on the day to come through for us. Again, encourage everyone to stay weather conscious throughout the next 24 to 30 hours. That pitch missing inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Michael, where's your safe place out where your house is? Nearest one to you.
Well, I've got a fairly central room with no windows that is my last resort. But then also there's a community storm shelter about 2/10 of a mile from me that I can get to as well.
That pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Now, we'll say one of the attributes of the house I bought, it has a storm shelter, a dug-in storm shelter. The only problem is I don't have any power. I don't know when to get in it. Because I have no cell service either. You can text me all day, and I'll get it when the power comes back on, hopefully.
Yeah, living there at the lake, and you've got that metal roof, it does kind of limit your cell phone reception.
Grounder to the shortstop, throw across the way is out. 6-3 to retire Porter. Of course, I've got
number 11,
Mr. Tom next to me. So I got to make sure he knows that
for sure.
Come up to the college. I always like to communicate with him before a big storm. Good friend of the college.
Indeed. He has been a coach, an instructor, a foundation board member. He's been involved so many ways.
The only thing he has not done is call a ball game, and I imagine if we gave him a microphone, he could do it.
That would be really fun for one football game.
Get him up there and just give him his thought. Be like we do a Manning cast with him.
Oh, that
except the Child's cast.
That's what we could do. Yeah, we'll be thinking ahead for fall of 25.
There's going to be a grounder. Third baseman finds it, throws across the way, and the Indians go quietly there in the third. 3 up, 3 down. 7-1 is the score. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth right after this here on the ICC Sports Network. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
We're not ready. birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back as we move now to the top of the fourth inning. Jones leading this one 7-1 here in game two, trying to earn a split with the Indians this evening in conference play. As that pitch missing inside for a ball.
Sawyer at the plate. 2 for 2 so far in this second game. A pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored.
Listen to that pitch, and it's missing inside. 2-0 now is the count.
She also had a massive home run down the right field line in the first game that drew Jones within 1 run of tying.
2-0 now is the count here to Sawyer. Hammers this one on a line, but foul. 2-1 now is the count. ICC left, they got a couple of people in the bullpen. Hodem being one of those, and Clift.
Clift as well.
Heading down.
I just saw her head in that direction.
Clift got the win in game one. So 2-1 now is the count. This one hammered deep right field this time, and it's going to be out of play.
She is hitting deep on these corners. If she turns one straight, it won't land inside this ball field.
But nothing but 2 exciting strikes there. Evens up the count now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Is Sawyer leading us off here. That pitch missing outside. 3-2 now is the count. So if we don't make the trip down to Pearl River on Saturday, when the women win, I'm speaking it into existence, when the women win tonight and advance to the championship games, as there's strike 3.
Yes, caught that inside corner. Very good pitch there by Lily.
Great way to start the inning there, battling to pick up her 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. But to finish that thought, our next broadcast will be right back here Monday.
That's right.
11 o'clock start. Brunch with the Indians.
I did not realize we started that early.
That's what it says on the...
I have to see if my boss Jim Ingram will let me come out here.
Well, that's what it says.
See, I've got 2, so...
See, I was thinking 2 as well,
I
but...
I don't know where 11 came from.
It shows 11 on my phone, so, and that's after I punched it in, so I don't know if they have changed it up. 2 makes more sense, so I'm going to follow that up with Coach at the end of the day.
And regardless, Monday...
There's a liner. It's going to get through for a base hit.
Mizell continues the damage that she has done to the Indians today in both games.
It's her second hit, a double.
Yeah, second of this game, and a double.
So 1 out double there.
Up to bat number 29, Addie Shorter.
And now this brings Shorter to the plate. She's 0 for 2.
What I was going to say is no matter what time we start Monday, it will be St. Patrick's Day, so make sure you're wearing your green. Tune in for, I'm sure Gore has a lot of festive things planned for St. Patrick's Day.
Festive things and rain starting here at the ballpark.
Folks moving around.
Glad that we have the new awning here for fans to be able to take shelter from.
And we're also grateful for the new press box as well.
Most definitely. That first pitch missing for a ball. That one follows suit. 2-0 now is the count. There is 1 out and a runner on second. Don't imagine this rain will stick around too much. It looks like it's
just that heavy cloud that we've been talking about for the last 30, 40 minutes. As it pushes over us and continue to move kind of southeast, it's just sitting a few drops. Not even a real shower yet.
Starting to brighten up a little bit. So I think it's just one of those to send everybody scattering a little bit. Ground ball, third baseman gets it. Throw over is in time. Can they get 2? No, they can't. But they do get 1 out there. 5-3 to retire Shorter for out number 2. Runner does advance in that situation.
At the plate, number 26, Haley Steverson.
And now this will bring Steverson to the plate.
She's been on base twice today. She walked in the first and later scored a run. And then she got a single in the top of the third and scored a run that inning as well.
So the Indians trying to get out of the inning without surrendering a run here as that pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. So you tell us to wear green on Monday. Think I might have a little green in my closet somewhere.
I think you do, and if anybody is needing a little extra green or some navy to complement it, Gore may potentially have a couple of outfits that fits that bill.
Yes.
Just wear the shoes that I love so much.
I will break
If
those
it's not
out.
raining, wear those green shoes.
I'll break out the green Notre Dame shoes for you if it's not raining Monday.
We don't want those messed up.
There's a shot, and it's going to be over the head of the second baseman. This will score a run. Thought about 2, but instead we'll leave it for a single. An RBI single there by Steverson makes it an 8-1 contest now in favor of the Bobcats. RBI single. Big-time clutch 2-out hit there. Second hit in the game for Steverson.
Up the bat, number 4, Michaela Bumgarner.
So Bumgarner now will come to the dish. Like you, I think it was just enough rain to kind of settle the dust down a little bit. Some fans maybe heading towards the exit with the rain and the score being the way it is. That pitch missing for a ball.
Maybe heading out to get that piece of pie before the storm hits.
Good
Speaking
idea.
of, I had another thought. You're talking about the pies.
Okay.
Have you had the Jim Ingram fruit pie?
I have not. I have not heard of this.
Oh, this is what Mr. Jim loves to bring to our building-wide potlucks over in the Student Services building. So if he has not shared one of those with the Sports Information Department, he's holding out on y'all.
He has not even mentioned it before. So
we'll have words with Mr. Jim.
For sure. 1-1 pitch. Missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. The reason that comes up, today's 314, Pi Day.
For those of you who are into science and math and know that pi is 3.14.
A lot of numbers behind
Yeah, repeating.
I used to know it up to like 7 numbers. As this pitch popped up, second baseman will go over and make the play and get the out. Hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Use the hashtag RollTribe and let us know what your favorite slice of pie is, and we might talk about it on the air. Back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
But also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC trailing at 8-1 here in Game 2. Sun coming back out here at the ballpark.
Yeah, we've seen a little of everything today. We got the wind, we got the sun, we got the clouds.
Got some rain.
Take your pick.
And I would also like to add to Pi Day my other favorite slice of pie. That's Little Caesars. Proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. A slice of their pepperoni pizza would be killer right now. And speaking of killer, we'll have to adjust our shades here as the sun beaming down on us as A.B. Marler comes to the plate here to start us off in the bottom of the 4th. Indians trail 8-1 here in Game 2. They won 6-5 in the first game of the day. A.B. pops this one up, and the catcher was called off by the third baseman who comes in and makes the play. Well, didn't know who was going to call it, and the third baseman charges in and gets the out.
Yeah, and then she just kind of hangs on as she was charging in to get it and took it away from the catcher.
1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like if you're Kane right now. She has pitched well today. She's only given up 1 hit, and that was to Porter to start the contest. Since then, she's only struck out 3, but since then, she has been pretty good. Nothing but ground balls and pop-ups on the infield. Matter of fact, I don't even see anything on my chart of getting to the outfield except for the single.
No, ground out to short, ground out to third. 1 walk in there. There's a line out straight to the first baseman. But other than that, everything's been on the ground.
So 1 out. That first pitch missing for a ball. Rain continuing to fall here as the sun is out at the same time.
All right, I got a question for you, Adam.
Okay.
So you grew up in
Calhoun
County, as we've talked about today.
Yep.
So what do they say in Calhoun County when this happens right here? What is the phrase they use?
Okay, so
because everyone has a different phrase for what we're seeing right now.
So I've heard it 2 different ways. I've heard it when it thunders, when lightning's out, the devil's beating his wife. All right, is that what you've heard?
Well, the rain with the sunshine. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I heard it called. The devil's beating his wife with a.
So whenever I came to Itawamba County, that's what people started calling this. So I was like, no, it's when it thunders, whenever it's lightning. But I've noticed there's a big difference in Itawamba County and Calhoun County people.
Well, everything's regional.
Yes.
Can be 20 minutes away, can be 2 hours away. That's why I like to ask and see the little colloquialisms that everyone has.
There's a shot. It's going to drop for a base hit. Nicely done there by Taylor Shan. She has had a great day at the ballpark today. Second hit of the game for the Indians. And so now this will be Duhan coming to the plate.
And that's the second time in this game for Shands to be on, as she did draw a walk in the first. So the only Indian to reach base twice so far.
Duhan will dig in, takes that first pitch high for a ball. Mark Easley checking in. He says, you know me, whatever slice of pie is in front of me is my favorite, and that's true. Appreciate Mark messaging us here. He does the play-by-play down there at Jones, does a great job for them down there. Speaking of Mark, and then, of course, you've got Kevin, you've got Sean. They all do a great job for you fans down there at Jones. Next time you see them, be sure and tell them thank you for all the hard work they put in to help bring you Jones Athletics your way. And what a great way to thank them by buying them an ice-cold Coke. Or if you're Mark, if you see Mark, you can buy him any type of food. It don't matter what it is. This pitch popped up. Third baseman will just basically take a step up, squeeze it for out number 2. Of course, Mark just now checking in. I jokingly said, talking about Calhoun County, my connections, and da-da-da. Mark, I jokingly said, you're the shortest Easley I know, and you're standing at 7'5" with no shoes on. So that pitch popped up, runner unable to advance. Now with 2 outs, this will be Goodman coming to the plate. She's catching here in game 2. Takes that first pitch across for a strike.
She grounded out to the shortstop back in the second inning of this game, her only plate appearance so far of the afternoon.
Of course, the interesting answer of favorite type of pie would be from Sean Wansley. Who knows what that guy would say? This one popped up, and the catcher will drift over and make the play in foul territory, and that will be out number 3. Indians do no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We played 4, 8-1. Jones with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back as now we head to the 5th inning. ICC trailing at 8-1 here, as this will be Little coming into the game. They showed a change, but
must be
said 23 was what
it's still Little, and Dampier is still on deck circle. So
and Lily's still in the circle here for ICC. So kind of scan the outfield and infield. I don't see
any changes for ICC either defensively. Same players that have been out there.
That first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That one across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs with Little starting us off. She's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. Off speed, falls off the table. 2-1 now is the count. Well, as soon as those clouds blew up, they hung around for a solid 30-45 minutes. There's barely a cloud in the sky right now.
Yeah, just a few of those little puffy white ones dotting spots here and there.
2-1 pitch. That one finds the corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Well, sorry, Minga, I didn't play the long game. I was expecting the clouds to hang around and need the lights, so lights are on with no purpose right now. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Shortstop drifting back and will make the play for out number 1. So 1 away now, and this will bring up the number 9 batter, Dampier, who is a tough out today. She has singled twice and driven in 3 runs.
Up the bat, number 12, Marley Dampier.
Yeah, she wasn't able to connect enough to get on base in game 1, but she's made up for it here in this game. So going to send that one deep out to left, and that's going to be caught. So fly out to left is the second out of the inning.
Well, here I believe is our mystery of the change, and it will be number 23 coming to the plate now.
Batting for Anderson.
This will be Dale coming to the plate. So she will dig in. First action of the day for Dale. As you mentioned, batting in place of Anderson. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 5th. That pitch finds the corner for a strike.
Dale is a freshman from South Haven, Mississippi. Limited plate appearances so far, only her 12th at bat of the year, so looking to get an opportunity to contribute for her ball club.
So 0-1 is the count. 2 outs and nobody on here. A little off-speed pitch, a little low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Indians trying to get the first scoreless inning of the evening here against Jones. 1-1 pitch. It hangs up outside. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Waiting the pitch here from Lily. Foul back, and we'll go to 2-2 now. Again, appreciate everyone sticking around with us this afternoon. ICC won the first game in a thriller as Jones rallied, but the rally came up short as ICC picked up a 6-5 win in game 1. Jones leading game 2, 8-1 here. As that's going to be hit, and it's going to be down. That should be, nope, going to stay for a single. Good job of rallying that one in a hurry there. And so Dale comes in, as you talked about, Michael.
You look at the dugout, excited for her.
Want to get in and show coach, hey, I need some more opportunities, and that's how you do it.
Up the bat, number 34, McKinley Jones.
So now this will be Jones coming to the plate. She struck out swinging. She's got a triple and a double, has scored twice so far here today. As we talked about, she's a single away from hitting for the cycle in both games, which is odd to say.
Yeah, usually it's that triple you're looking for.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. Dale took a little extra lead, but trotted back to first. 1-0 is the count here to Jones. Ground ball, third baseman finds it, throw across the way is an error. And the runner will advance this third as she never stopped running on the play. So E5 as the throw was in the dirt. And so now runners on the corners here for the Bobcats.
Up to bat, number 27, Jaden Sawyer.
So now this will be Sawyer, who is 2 for 3 on the day. A couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. So the Indians trying to find the exit here. Bobcats see if they can extend the inning with a hit. Swing and a miss as that one fouled back and catches Goodman. And I'm going to come out and thought they were going to talk for a second, but Goodman said she's okay. And she stretches out behind home plate.
Umpire takes a moment to clean the plate, give her just a couple seconds more. We've seen a lot of that today between officials and catchers both.
Also a good job by Sawyer. Sawyer stepped in the box, stepped out and talked to Goodman to make sure she was good. So a good show of sportsmanship there. Grounder, third baseman. This throw across the way is in time for the out, and that will end the inning. So the Indians do keep them from putting a run on the board there, and it's 8-1. We'll take a break and be back with the bottom of the fifth right after this here from the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
I'm about to dance in my brain.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the fifth inning. And this will bring up Sadie Stegall to the plate. And I'm going to have to say this. I'm really surprised that Mark didn't have this answer on his favorite pie, because this is Vanessa Parker Jones, Michaela's mom. I went to school with her back in the day. And being from Vardaman, what do you think?
She probably picked one of the two that I left off, because you only let me pick one. It was probably sweet potato pie.
She did. So sweet potato pie is her favorite there. So appreciate that. And I've been looking for her, and that's the reason why I haven't seen her today. She said she's unable to make it, but I did see a lot of folks out from Vardaman today making that much shorter trip up here. There's a hit up the middle by Sadie Stegall. And so a big hit there to start the inning, as this will bring Morgan Green to the plate. Third hit of the day for the Indians. Michael, yeah, we're down 8-1. Can we rally? Yes, we saw that by Jones. But right now, if you're the Indians, you really want to take and use this as picking up momentum for your next couple of games if you can't necessarily rally and come back in this one.
Indeed. You want to make sure every out counts, that you're giving full effort out there and seeing situational softball.
Laid the bunt down, but she catches it in foul territory, so that will go for strike one. This is Green at the plate. On deck for ICC is Camden Taylor. Green struck out swinging in her only plate appearance. She's playing out in right field. Shows bunt, lays it down. Third baseman gets it. Throw over is in time for the out.
But the sac bunt does advance Stegall over to second.
So now this will bring Camden Taylor to the plate with one out and a runner at second. Appreciate those kind words from Vanessa, saying that she's enjoyed the broadcast today and appreciate us being able to let her keep up with the games today.
Taylor, the pinch hitter here for ICC, is batting .421 on the year. This is her first plate appearance of either game today. She's got 8 hits, 4 runs. 4 of those 8 hits have been doubles, and also 1 home run. So, again, some of these players that don't get as many opportunities, you like to see it when they're doing well.
And so Taylor will come in here with a runner at second. Swings on the first pitch she sees. Deep, but to the right fielder, not deep enough to advance the runner there. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, they'll go back to the top of the lineup. And this will be Porter coming to the plate. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jones leading 8-1 here, trying to earn the split here with ICC this afternoon after ICC won the first game of the day 6-5. Stegall, she's at second right now for the Indians. That pitch in there for a strike.
Porter's 1 for 2 in this game. She led off the game in the bottom of the first with a single, advanced around, and eventually scored.
See that wind picking up again, just dusting off the field basically as it flies into the batter and catcher and home plate umpire's face. There's going to be a turn on that one too soon, and Coach Owens wanted nothing to do with that foul ball. So let it go by. Strike 2. So 0-2 now is the count here to Porter. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here in game 2. Jones leading this one 8-1. So waiting the 0-2 offering here from Kane. That pitch high. Not a bad spot to miss. 1-2 now is the count. Well, now now there's a few more clouds. And say now there's absolutely no clouds in the sky, but some out here to our left. I'm saying that because I need them to come back. The sun is killer.
Yeah, it had moved over while it was behind the cloud shelf earlier, and we didn't realize the position it was in until suddenly it was there and beaming right into the ICC Foundation alumni broadcast booth.
Visit iccms.edu/foundation to find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College. Well, if you can lift something up to the right side of the field now, could easily get it out of the ballpark because the wind is gusting that way. Foul ball. We'll do it all over again at 2-2. Join us Monday, Columbia State coming to town. Visit letsgoicc.com to find out what time, because Michael and I have 2 different times. I'm thinking your time is right because it makes more sense.
And if you're a tennis fan, ICC men's and women's tennis will both be in action on Monday. A make-up match with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College coming to town. They weathered last week, pushed them out beyond the holiday break, and so they'll be out here right behind us Monday afternoon.
That'll be a big one. 2 nationally ranked programs getting together for positioning and postseason play. I know if there's any Jones tennis fans watching, they're mumbling under their breath because that's a big-time rivalry in MACCC tennis between Jones and Gulf Coast. It's that pitch missing outside for a ball. So 3-2 now is the count here to Porter. She'll dig in here, trying to extend the inning with 2 outs. Jones looking for the exit. They're up 8-1 here. This one ripped but pulled foul, and we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, that pitch cut it inside. She turned on it, but just took it with her.
So the count will stay 3-2 here on Porter. The way this wind's blowing, if I was a third baseman, I would try to time out, kick in the dirt, and see if it get in the face of the batter every time they threw it. Then I'd get it promptly ejected from the game. And
not if you did it
ball
right.
4. So a nice at bat there by Porter. Fouled off a couple of pitches and was able to draw the walk. And now ICC will have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And this is going to be McClendon coming to the plate. She'll bat in place of Nichols in this situation with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the 5th, ICC trailing at 8-1.
McClendon also pinch hit in game 1 for Graham. She grounded out to the first baseman, 3 unassisted, and her only plate appearance of the day so far.
So she will dig in now. 2 outs, runners on first and second. ICC's trying to spark a 2-out rally here. McClendon will dig in. Kane getting set to deliver the pitch. That pitch missing outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. You got Marler on deck. Indians trying to spark a little bit of a rally here, trailing 8-1 in the bottom of the fifth. McClendon fouls this one off out of play, and that will even things up now at 1-1.
And pretty good speed on the bases if McClendon can get something down with Stegall and Porter out there.
So 1-1 now is the count. McClendon waiting the pitch as this game has slowed down dramatically. As that pitch runs inside high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to McClendon.
Yeah, for a day where we wanted to start early due to weather concerns, it's really become one of the longer afternoons we've had in a while.
So waiting the 2-1 offering here from Kane. And that one missing outside. 3-1 now is the count. Don't see anybody getting up, getting ready in the bullpen for Jones. But with an 8-1 lead right now, don't really necessarily have to worry about that. Just want to find that final out here in the inning. And Indians would love to load the bases with Marler coming to the plate.
Yeah, that could be a real game changer.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here to McClendon. Pops it up, and it's going to make the count goes full at 3-2. So 3-2 now is the count here. 2 outs in the inning. ICC wanting to extend the inning here to give Marler a chance at the plate with bases loaded. Jones trying to find the exit. Waiting the 3-2 pitch here. This one lifted. Going to be trouble. It's going to drop for a double. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and a clutch hit there by Matty McClendon.
Fantastic piece. She just reached out and got that one, lifted it out to the fence. And like I said, with that speed out there, that was easy for both of those to come around and score.
A clutch double off the bat of McClendon with 2 outs in the inning. Now Nichols will sub back into the contest to put some more speed on the bags here for the Indians. But, man, you take a look at McClendon this season. When she comes into those situations, she is really good about delivering. And there was another extra base hit and pushed across 2 runs there, and a big-time hit there for McClendon. And so now with 2 outs, this will be Marler coming to the dish. Lakin came back in to run after she was sub 4. So Indians do have some speed back there at second. Marler at the plate with 2 outs. Lifts that pitch across for a strike, 0-1. So a clutch 2-out hit there to get the run across. Makes it 8-3 now in favor of Jones. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Marler had her way with both of the pitchers in game 1, but is yet to figure out Kane here. So 0 for 2. See if she can't find one that she likes.
That pitch high, 1-1 now is the count. She does have an RBI on a ground out. So that 1 out was at least productive.
It was.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. That's Nichols. Marler at the dish. Very dangerous bat here. Waiting the pitch from Kane. This one lifted deep but foul. That
one does reach the parking lot, Adam.
If there was a car parked there was just 1 open spot, and it happened to hit in that 1 open spot. If not, that would have been a windshield of a vehicle out there. And if you're familiar with this park, my goodness, that was a shot. 1-2 now is the count after that exciting strike. If you're Kane, you just take a deep breath and get refocused here. Off speed, hangs up high. Not a bad spot to miss, especially after getting a big, healthy swing like you saw on the previous pitch. See if you couldn't get her to chase one out of the zone with the pitch to waste. And now the count goes 2-2. So 2-2 is the count here to Marlar. Runner at second for the Indians. They've already scored 2 this inning. And that pitch, ooh. Indians catch a break.
Close call there.
3-2 now is the count. So now Marlar will live to see another day here after Kane really thought she had strike 3. And I'll be honest with you folks, I thought she did too.
And she's going to take a moment to catch a breath, take a couple deep ones, and refocus before she gives this full count pitch.
This one popped up. Nice job by Marlar to find a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. So we'll sit once again at 3-2. Out of softballs. So they're going to retrieve some from the dugout here. Remind you of some of our other sponsors, Bank Okolona, John Harrod, and all the fine folks out there proud to sponsor today's action. You also got Fagata's Mexican Restaurant right down the road from us here at ICC. At the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC BSU, and you also got Raising Cane's in Tupelo, all proud to bring today's action your way here in Fulton. Full count. Marlar at the plate. Runner at second. Here in the bottom of the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Marlar lifts this one. Right fielder should be able to drift back, and she just got underneath it, and it will go for the out. But the Indians do push 2 across to make it an 8-3 contest, as we will take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Emily Mazzell.
Welcome back as we move now to the top of the 6th inning. ICC able to push across 2 in the home half of the 5th to make it an 8-3 contest here in Game 2. Indians won the first game of the day 6-5. Jones up in this one as we approach the latter few innings here. Nudged it off the bat, and a smart decision to come up and let that one go foul, that time by Shanzes. Would have been trouble, as that one was a slow roller. So lets it go foul for strike 1.
This is Mazel, the third baseman. She's been dangerous all afternoon. In the 2 games combined, she's been on base 6 out of 7 times.
Not a bad day at the ballpark.
She's got a pair of singles, a pair of doubles, a home run, and a fielder's choice. Scored twice in this game.
And that pitch missing for a ball. So I've got a bad reflection on my mirror now, on the window now, so I'm having to dance around and see what the umpire is calling. 1-1 is the count. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now the count.
This is also our first game here at home at softball after the time change, so that also affects kind of where the sun moves on us throughout the game. And
so 2-1 now is the count. Is this Sawyer at the plate?
This is still Mazel.
Mazel, okay, thank you. So I missed.
Because she had that foul ball, so she's still there. Sawyer ended the 5th. Grounded out 5-3.
Thank you, that's what I was missing. This one popped up. Could be trouble. No, nice job there by Green, covering a lot of ground to come up and catch that one. It kind of hung up there late for out number 1.
Up the bat, number 29, Annie Shorter.
So this will be Shorter coming to the plate here for Jones. 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning.
Shorter's 0 for 3 in this game. The pair of flyouts and a ground out.
So she's going to await the pitch. Looks at the first one across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Shorter. You got Steverson on deck, and she has been trouble today for the Indians. So 0-1 is the count. And hits her.
Well, finds the other way to get on base.
That might fill out our bingo card, as that was one of the few things that we have not seen today. Was a hit by pitch. And we may have a courtesy runner coming in this situation, and it appears that we will. Try to pick up the number of that young lady coming into the game. Looks like it is
maybe Dale again.
No.
Or Chenault. Oh, James. Yeah, she pinch ran earlier. Excuse me.
So James will come in to run in this situation. Runner on first with 1 out.
Now at the bat,
And this would be Steverson coming to the plate.
She has reached base all 3 times in this game. Pair of singles and a walk. Scored 2 runs. Has 2 RBIs.
That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. RBI single in her last at bat. 0-1 is the count with 1 out and a runner at first. Here in the top of the 6th, Jones up in this one 8-3. That pitch just outside. Not a bad location there. Just umpire not going for it this late in the afternoon. So 1-1 now is the count. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now. The count here to Steverson. Well, the rain kind of hit and miss for a little bit. Sun is out, shining bright here in Fulton. There's a grounder. Shortstop backhand throw to first is in time for the out. 6-3 to retire Steverson. The ball took a kind of an awkward hop, almost bounced away. As there's one of them
big wind gust there.
Yeah. That dust devils we were talking about earlier is the wind swirling around, and if you're one of those infielders, you're glad that didn't happen about 10 seconds sooner in the middle of that last play. Runner was able to advance to second in that situation.
A pinch batter here for Jones. This is number 1.
So Brooklyn, Montana. The Gulfport native will come into bat here with 2 outs and a runner at second. She awaits the first pitch and takes it for a strike.
Also limited plate appearances on the year. Only her 34th at bat. She's got 5 hits, a couple of doubles, and 1 home run so far.
So winning the 0-1 offering here. And that one across for a strike. Nice job by Lily to quickly get ahead in the batter here. ICC trying to find the exit, see if they can get the bats back to the plate as they're starting to heat up here late in this contest, but they trail it 8-3 down to their final 6 outs of the contest. Awaiting the 0-2 offering here. Dribbler, second baseman, tosses over and will get the out. 4-3 to end the inning. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust?
Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As a little confusion at the plate as they announce somebody different. We think it's Taylor Shands. Is that pitch missing for a ball?
It is, Shands.
It is. I heard somebody say, let's go Taylor Shands.
I can see her dad sitting out there on the party deck as he's here with us most games.
1-0 is the count here to Taylor. She had a big game in game one. A 3-run shot and a 2-run shot takes that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
She has been on base twice in this game with a walk and a single.
So she's trying to get things started here for the Indians in the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trailing at 8-3, but the bat's starting to heat up here late. This one popped up. Shortstop will go back and will make the play. Had to kind of dance around there for a second. It's a wind not as strong as it was earlier, but still gusting at times. And so that will be out number 1. This will be Ella Duhan coming to the plate now. She's 0 for 2 on the day.
One of those was a comebacker right at Kane's face that she snatched on a self-defense kind of motion.
Yeah, it's one of those just scary moments, and why they wear the mask, or some pitchers opt to wear the mask, I should say. Not all of them wear them. That was a quick comebacker as she was able to reach up and snag. So 0-1 now is the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out, nobody on here for the Indians. Duhan at the plate, looks at that pitch. High and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kane being a little bit more methodical as we get late in the game here. Don't know if she might be starting to get a little worn out. She's throwing a lot of pitches. That ball's going to get through for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting by Ella there. Just gets out ahead of that one. And lines it through the gap between third and short.
Up the bat, number 21, Zoe Goodman.
Gets her first hit of this game.
5th hit of the game for the Indians. .12 so far in the game for Jones. This will be Goodman coming to the plate.
She likewise will be looking to get on base for the first time as well.
Takes that first pitch in there for a strike.
She had a ground out and then popped foul, and the catcher reeled that one in.
Zoe, also known as Roro by some of her family members. And Roro's going to come through with the hit.
She finds almost the same spot. A little more of a floater, not quite as much of a line shot as Duhan hit, but both of those balls going into shallow left field, and suddenly the Indians got something going here in the bottom of the 6th.
So back-to-back hits there. Runners on first and second. Now this will bring Stegall to the plate. We talked about it. Sadie, a 2-sport star here at ICC, a member of the volleyball team. She singled and scored a run her last time up. So she's going to try to keep things going here for the Indians. That pitch high for a ball. Jones does have someone getting loose in the bullpen, as that is going to be number 20, Whitehead, getting loose. We saw her get loose in game 1 as well.
But they never brought her in. They opted to go with Sawyer.
They're having a meeting in the circle there. Might be trying to buy a little bit more time, but Whitehead's been out there for a while, so coach might be trying to see how she's feeling in this situation. So Stegall will dig in. looking for her second hit of the day. Runners at first and second. Good speeds on the bags here for the Indians as well. Stegall looks at that pitch. It's across for a strike. So 1-1 now is the count. Nice job there by Kane to come back and paint that corner for strike one. Waiting for the 1-1 offering here from Kane. Stegall at the plate. Looks at that one and
the catcher helped out on that one quite a bit because it was low and away.
Nice frame job to be able to pop that one up and get the 1-2 count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Indians trying to spark a rally here in the bottom of the 6th. Stegall looks at that pitch high. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Wind starting to pick up, blowing out of the ballpark towards right field. Stegall waits the pitch. Looks at that one outside for ball 3.
Good effort by Steverson there trying to snag another one, but that one was way too far.
Yeah, so they had to drag that one well across her body to get it back in the strike zone, but like the effort by Steverson to never know, might be able to get that call. So Stegall waiting the 3-2 offering here from Kane. Rips it and over the head off the glove of the right fielder. Indians are going to try to score 1. They will. They'll hold the runner at second, and that's going to go for a double.
A line shot that the right fielder thought she had, but it just kept carrying and went right over her head.
So an RBI there as that scores Duhan. And that might do it for Kane. Take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back. No change made there by Jones. Talked about it. Whitehead has been warming up for quite a while. So ICC with runners at second and third here. And this will be Jenna Whitfield coming in to bat for the Indians. 1 out in the inning. 8-4. ICC trailing in this one, but trying to rally late.
Whitfield played second base in the first game.
First pitch across for a strike.
She went 1 for 3 with a single.
So Whitfield would love to come up with a clutch hit here for the Indians. They've got 3 so far in this inning. 0-1 is the count to Jenna. Big healthy swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count. They kind of just pulled her head out of that one a little bit too quick there. So 0-2 is the count here to Whitfield. You've got Stegall at second. Goodman is at third. Whitfield's got to guard the dish here with a 0-2 count. Watches that one float high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to Whitfield. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Jones leading it 8-4. And there's going to be strike 3. Painted the corner there. Coach Owens not a big fan of the call, but has pretty much consistently called that one today, so a tough break there. Whitfield will go down looking at the strike. It is the 4th strikeout of the game. And now this will bring Graham to the plate. She's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. She was hit for in her previous at-bat. So Graham trying to extend the inning. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. So you got a runner at second. You got a runner at third. ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th. Trailing this one 8-4. They've put 1 on the board. Would love to find some more here. Good pitch, late swing, 0-2 now is the count on Graham. So waiting for the 0-2 pitch here from Kane as she is battling through it late here. Wind picking up once again at the ballpark. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Nice job of coming back to get back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts by Kane to end the inning and stop the threat. But the Indians do put 1 more on the board. They trail it 8-4 as we'll head to the 7th and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
I never do it. That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my brain.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. ICC trailing Jones here in game 2, 8-4. They have battled back here of late. Indians took game 1, 6-5. This will be Little coming to the plate. Got it, Little, Dampier, and either Dale or Anderson scheduled up. This pitch lifted to the gap, back, and Green will make the play.
Yeah, nice job of just sliding over there, getting underneath it. Easy catch.
Well, just got an update from Coach Kirk. It said Upton's Rebs with a big win over Archie in baseball day. I thought it said Ole Miss with a big win over Auburn. I knew you guys were playing in the SEC tournament.
You know, I've been so focused on this that I hadn't even looked at that basketball score. Well, Auburn won 62-57, which is respectable for Ole Miss. I mean, Auburn is – if they're not in the Elite Eight or the Final Four, I'll be surprised.
I think they've got to get as much depth as they have. I think they've got a good shot of winning it if they just don't get in their own way.
Oh,
that
easily.
In there for a strike.
But we all know how crazy March Madness can be. That's why they call it that. And anybody can slip up and lose one they're not expecting to. But they are definitely one of the 4 or 5 teams I expect to be there at the end.
1-1 now is the count. That pitch missing for a ball. I'll tell you a team that will not be there in the end, my Fighting Irish.
What did they finish this year? Did they not have their best year of basketball?
We were around 500. I think we made it to the second round of the ACC tournament. But
yeah, and with a controversial win in the first round.
There's a grounder to third. Throw across the way is scooped up nicely. 5-3 for the second out. Last game I watched, we went to like 4 overtimes, I think, against Cal.
At the plate, number 3, Claire Anderson.
I didn't watch any of the SEC tournament because I figured we would exit stage right immediately.
This is Anderson checking back in. Dale pinch hit for her in the 5th, but Anderson 0 for 3 so far. Does have a sack bunt.
So she'll dig in with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And that pitch across for a strike. take away the 5th. Ella has pitched well today.
I mean, the first inning?
Yeah.
The 5 runs in the first inning. Yeah, I mean, they jumped on her early, but other than that.
She's settled down nicely as that pitch. Don't know where it missed, but caught a ball. 1-1 now is the count. But Jones, they came in with a purpose. They knew they had to come out with a quick start to bounce back after dropping that 6-5 game in the first game. And they did that. That's a shot right back up the middle off the glove of Lily. So that will go for a single for Anderson, her first hit here in game 2. And trouble cometh. Trouble goes by the name of Jones as she will walk up. It's Jones, and if she's to reach, then trouble right behind her and Sawyer, then trouble right behind her and Mazzell.
It's a kind of a pick your poison in that 2 through 5 spot for Jones. They have a great lineup this year, and I'm sure they will continue to have a good season after today.
There's a hard hit ball, foul for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. There is 2 outs with a runner at first. Well, there's the cloud we've been looking for to block the sun.
It is much appreciated.
Waiting the 0-1 pitch here. This one hammered deep center field, and it's gone.
There she goes again.
And that is her second home run, 2-run shot there. That's a big one, as that at least will force the Indians to have to do something more than a grand slam to tie it in the bottom half of the inning. But that was just a big boy shot there that went out to center field. Nichols turned, took a short little run, and watched it go, as that was a 2-run home run off the bat of Jones. Again, she's missing the single for the cycle in this game.
I kind of feel that she's not going to complain.
No, not at all.
I mean, you look at the offensive production that she brings to her team. She's key.
So now this will bring Sawyer to the plate. That's going to be a grounder. Third baseman will get it. Throw over is in time for the putout. 5-3 to retire Sawyer. But a big-time hit there by Jones, to make it a 10-4 game. Indians got some meat left on the bone to try to rally back in this one. We'll see what they can do in the bottom of the 7th. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
I'm about to dance in my pain.
Welcome back. Now as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Michael, I understand you got a shout-out you need to give real quick?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about today being Pie Day, 314, and we talked about everyone's favorite pies, and we discussed how Mr. Jim Ingram has been not sharing his fabulous fruit pie with you and your staff.
About this too.
So we can continue that discussion on Monday, but he has checked in and told us that blueberry is his favorite pie.
Okay, so a good blueberry pie. I'm a fan of that one. That would be in my top 5 for sure. As this is Porter at the plate. She walked her last time up and scored a run. Takes that first pitch across for a strike. So the Indians down to their final 3 outs here. Got a lot of work to do, trailing in this one 10-4. They have battled back and just haven't given up as this one ripped hard. Down the line foul. 0-2 now will go the count on Porter.
And that's definitely what you love to see, is that team not giving up, staying in there, battling at these at-bats, pinch hitters stepping up and getting as part of that production in these innings as well. So a well-coached team under Coach Owens, and they're not giving up.
So 0-2 now is the count here on Porter. That pitch high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. We'll move directly into the Renaissance Bank postgame report at the conclusion of this one. But who knows? Maybe we'll have extra innings. If the Indians can get some bats hot here, this is where they want to be at the top part of the lineup to see if they can do some damage here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 now is the count to Porter. Porter rips that one. It goes foul, and we'll sit at 1-2 once again.
That's 2 that she's ripped very sharp right into the visiting bullpen area. Just got to get that timing right. Try to reach base for the 3rd time in this game.
So waiting the pitch here. This one lifted. Center fielder will make the play. Wow, what a grab right at the ankles before that one hit it. And if she doesn't make that play, it's probably down, and Maddie's running for a while. So a break there for Jones that she was able to come up with that one. Didn't get the best jump on the ball, but was able to recover and get the out.
And it kind of knifed at the very end as it got to her. And nice play to get her glove underneath it there.
So this will be Nichols coming to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a ball. 1 out in the inning here. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. It was 7-0 ICC, I think, in the 3rd in baseball. So the Indians trying to bounce back and earn a split down there against number 4 Jones. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here on Lakeland. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Lakeland will dig in here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Jones trying to close it out here. Just 2 outs away from doing so. ICC wants to spark a little bit of a rally here. Swing and a miss as that pitch kind of fell off the table at the last second. 2-2 now is the count. Good crowd that's come out today. Appreciate all those fans from Jones making the trip up today. Part of our Strikeout Cancer Day here. We talked about a really cool moment as Coach Owen's dad threw out the first pitch, and after he threw out the pitch, as this pitch fouled off, we'll stay at 2-2. But as he threw out the first pitch, he was starting to walk off the field. Some of the Jones players asked Coach Owen if he would call him back and pray for him in that situation. So a really, really cool moment there. And makes you love where you live, because a lot of places you don't see that kind of thing, Michael.
Indeed. We've seen 2 very competitive, great games today, but players out there, they know what's important, and it's good to see that.
This pitch popped up out of play. We'll sit at 2-2 once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Lakeland Nichols at the plate. Also had little Indian Day. Had a bunch of little Indians come by. Check out the broadcast booth while we were here. My buddy Cam fussed at me because I hadn't been on Fortnite in a while. And told him, I was like, sorry, I got to work. As there's a grounder. Going to be trouble. Throws over and it gets away. The speed of Nichols caused that error there. E1. And ICC will get a base runner on here with 1 out.
Well, you got to start somewhere to make up that 6-run deficit. You got to get people on. So however it works, Nichols is there. Gives Marlar, Shands, and Duhan a chance to do something and move her around.
So 1 out, runner at first. This is Marlar at the dish. Looking for her first hit here in game 2. And smashes this one, lifts the center field, but just got underneath it, as that one will be a fly out for out number 2. Boy, that one sounded good for a second, but you can tell kind of got in on her hands a little bit, couldn't square up on it.
And unfortunately, that's going to bring ICC out to their last out.
This will be Shands coming to the plate. She's going to try to see if she can spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians with a runner at first. Jones up 10-4 here in game 2, trying to secure the split with the Indians this afternoon, as that is a late in the evening Strike one called. 0-1 is the count here to Taylor Shands. 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. She popped up to short in her most recent at bat. Fouls this one back off the netting. 0-2 now is the count. Again, remind you, we'll go directly into the Renaissance Bank postgame report at the conclusion of this one. As thought about pulling the trigger on that one, and well, that wasn't a late in the evening.
No, in fact,
Yeah.
you would have expected that to be
I
called.
honestly was thinking that one.
Game ender, but
Well, one, I thought it looked like a strike too, but
Agreed.
umpire said, no, we're going to play a little bit longer here. So now the count goes 1-2. Shands fouls this one off. We'll stay at 1-2 once again.
do what she can to keep this game alive. Led the Indians in game 1 with a pair of home runs and 5 RBI. Knows she wants to try to extend game 2 as well.
Pitch on its way, foul. And again, Coach Owens wanted nothing to do with that blistering foul ball down the line.
We have to check and see if he's done any bullfighting. He moves out of the way real well.
He is kind of swift of foot. So the count will stay 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first here. Shands at the plate, always a threat to do something big here. Waiting the 1-2 pitch. Instead, this one chased one high in the zone, popped up, wind blowing it around, but the shortstop able to come in and make the play and end the contest. Your final score in this one, ICC falls 10-4 in game 2 as we enter the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Upton, your final thoughts on the game being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma.
Well, the big difference in this game was Jones came out fast and hard in the top of the first, and got 5 runs in that top of the first off of Lily, and that allowed them to kind of cruise on the way out. They picked up a few more along the way, but that makes a lot of the difference. But again, as we just said a few minutes ago, ICC not giving up. They battle back. They pick up 1 in the bottom of the first, and then 3 more toward the end of the game. So you saw 2 really good games here today against the number 1 team in the country and the number 21 team in the country. And you see why the level of softball competition in the MACC is so strong.
Absolutely. We want to wish the best of luck to our friends from Jones the rest of the way out until we see you again in the postseason play. Jones will improve to 27-4 overall, 5-1 in conference play. ICC will drop to 19-7. 4-2 inside conference play. Your Samstown Market final line, these are always unofficial. Jones, 10 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. ICC, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error as well. Well, that's going to do it for a day of softball where ICC wins the first one over the number 1 team in the country, 6-5, then drops the second game 10-4. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Folks, please stay safe. Do not play around with this weather. This is coming from somebody that typically sits out on their front porch, takes a picture, video of the weather. Let's don't do that this weekend. Know your safe spots. Have your phones and tablets and everything else charged, as it's shaping up to be a pretty dicey weekend. So for Michael Upton, Cal Brown, Casey Smith, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. We'll see you back here Monday for softball on the Red Channel against
Columbia State.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.